Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to I gotta dust this place. I'm sorry, I'm covered in my sinus. It's everywhere. It's dust. It's just wrecking me. It's also sinus season, so it's just the worst. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Explore the Internet, or whatever I ended up calling it. Hopefully you guys threw me a bone, because it's just not great with names. But ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be going on a Reddit adventure. I know, disgusting, horrifying. But we're going to be starting with anime memes, and anime memes has basically subculture genres of like wholesomeness, all of these things, and we may end it on some wholesome animal weirdness. And yes, some shows age better than others. 1 week after Dress Up Darling ended, who are you again? 2.5 years of Crimson Legend it's Konsuba Gang. What? Aqua, Darkness. Who's the red? Oh, that one. Who's the green? Who's green? What? Oh, Kazuma. Okay. All right. Fine. Although I feel like people are gonna come for you for this. Although that's kind of the nature of anime, people. New waifu, new meta, new bit of business. I want a pistol with a silencer. All right. Here you are, but it's not a silencer. It's that okay. So, okay, okay. I'm impressed. This is where my blockade's happening right now. I'm very impressed with the editing. Also, I think I'm gonna glow up of what do you call it? A Spy X Family, to where everything I see of it, I'm just like I'm enjoying it. I'm still best girl. Sure, grandma. Let's get you on your meds. Oh, is this the new meme that they're really doing her dirty that way, where they're like, listen, okay, you were great, but now it's time to die, okay? It's time to put you to rest, grandma, forever, all right? Until season 2 comes back, and then maybe more. No, I just made a whole thing because I watched this My Dress Up Darling, and it's very, very good. I understand why it had like this momentum building to it, because it kind of appealed to dudes with a very like soft and kind and generous and caring main male character, and then also had a waifu that was like into games, lewd, and also very wholesome. So like, of course, both of these things is what people crave on both sides of the spectrum. So it makes sense why it succeeded. Although there were people who were saying that like it was fucking the best thing ever, and also all of its like popularity. I'm like, maybe this is like one of the better. It's gonna be one of the best, romance shows, and it's yet to get there for me. But it's good. It's very good. But it's just not like it's not. I'm bad with names, but Toridori, the one with like the dude who has like the fucking pupils as eyes. That one's rad. That one's like gets you into like. Also, that you have so many more episodes, so you get so much more invested in shit. Also, they did the whole like. My least favorite archetype, which is the whole like tsundere nonsense, actually relatively well given the person's circumstance. Anyways, hey Kiri, what? Oh, right, because I haven't watched the show, but I think that's his alias for being the big bad. Man steals women's hadada and bullies her till she cries. I don't know what it is about the whole panty situation. A lot of people will go like, seems like that's a huge thing in Japan, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just like, yeah. I don't know. I just feel like people go hard in the paint with that, and I'm like, it just seems like I don't know. It seems like a very weird fourth place thing that also seems like it could be disgusting and like very not attractive in any way. Any of the armrest. It's always we never make new things here ever on the internet ever. Any of the armrest. I'm also probably not saying it right. Listen, guys, I haven't seen the show. I just know that I love it when I watch it, because I've been watching little clips every now and again. And I'm bad with names. Okay. Peanuts are the healthy source of protein, good fats, and fiber. They're healthy for growing girls like me. I mean, yes, but it depends on what kind of peanuts you have. And also, it depends on how much you have them. Because, like, again, you're supposed to have a small amount of them. Most people are just like, this is so salty, and it's just a bad time. Now, let us go to the most viewed of all time / month. Yeah, I can't see it because it's so tiny. Papa, who's that? That's your mom. Your mom. Got mama? Okay. Ugh. It's 20 something and we fucking just got a Your Mama joke. Great. I thought they died. Crunchyroll is eliminating free ad support streaming starting with the spring 2022 season. Those who want to watch new or continuing series will need to subscribe. People who already have a subscription, people who already buy. I was about to be like, dude, this, I don't know if this is real. If this is, come on, man. You have no idea how, I think everyone has an idea. It's so frustrating. When the whole Netflix thing happened, when they're like, hey, our stock plummeted or something, or because maybe there's 1,000 different like mediums for, or like services to buy. But it is absolutely frustrating that their takeaway was like, you know what we should do? We should just, let me just grab this. You know the meme of someone riding a bike and then just fucking smashing like a stick in there? Just fucking posting themselves. But what do you call it? That's exactly what they're doing, because they came up with this thing where like, you know what we need to do? You know what our problem is we're not gouging enough money out of our viewers. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually make it so that you can't account share. That's the problem. And it's not like one of the few benefits that Netflix has over other competitors. No, it's definitely not that. And it's fucking crazy, because to me, that's something that is, I talk about this with my dad a lot, but it's basically the idea of you need to do a baseline thing. You need to prove that your product is sufficient for the value that you're asking for. And a lot of people who pirate eventually go over to actually pay for the service if there is enough value there. I pirated for anime for a long time because I thought, I don't know, I don't really trust my credit card for online companies. That was my main reason. And then eventually Amazon kind of kicked everybody's ass and said, you'll be okay. So then you're like, oh shit, actually, I love this medium. I wanted to watch it like without it there being some sort of weird buffering thing. And then I bought it. And now I've been on it for a long time. And I love it to bits. I have no regrets. But if there was never anything like that, if there's never a way for me to intake the media and like to clearly fall in love with it and then be like, okay, it's totally worth investing in now, then that's what you do. But instead, yeah. And also, the subscription way was a way for you to have your cake and eat it too. And I think that needs to be the case for more companies, because people, like, you cannot solve the pirating problem, period. The end. But what you could do is make it so that people could have an experience that is better than the pirates, which is better quality, as well as having to watch an ad that hopefully isn't too damn long, because then that will just cannibalize the process. But what if this is true? This is just awful. But I feel like all of these companies are like coming at it with the worst possible angle of like, instead of like, how do we make our product more valuable and more engaging and you know, there's something that the community wants to pay for and intake. Instead, it's like, how do we siphon more out of our player base? And all that's going to do is just have an up and coming company just to devour all that is offering a better deal, essentially. Author of Jujutsu Kaisen. I can't draw fan service because my parents read my manga. The character is pretty thick. Okay. I'm okay. Author of 17. I show it to my mother and she said the girl isn't cute enough. Golly. I don't know if I could ever have that level of communication with my parents. I'm not sure if I want that, by the way, just to be clear. Also, what is this? Oh, is this the reformatted meme thing? I can't read it because it's so small. For you, it's probably normal, but I can't see shit. Kakomi invites the guy over. Do you really have a cat? You're gonna go see the cat. Where is the cat? She's the cat. Honestly, all I see, this makes sense, because they always paint her as like a sphinx or something, some sort of cat thing. So I guess that actually does add up. Granted, wouldn't that be some sort of, that's totally a hunted up plot line? Like, she can't express herself, but if she wears, you know, she braces the, anyways, a mask of sorts, she'll be fine. Last one for this lovely jubbly Reddit, the base of anime memes. People are making shit puns with my name. I'm sure you're just hearing things. Is that what her name is? Your? Or I'm probably not saying it right, but I guess something like that. You're gonna regret that. Pulls out knife. Okay, so I actually really want to know the meta of what's happening with this, because so she's like a deadly fucking fierce assassin, right? Just can blitzkrieg people. Like a genetically altered, seemingly like has superhuman strength level shit. Awesome. But how is the dude just like just a good dad and like a good planner? Is that the basis? So she's like superhuman and like can fuck shit up, and he's just kind of like, yeah, I'm an agent. I'm just, you know, good at setting things up. That's kind of my thing. Okay. I don't know. I gotta check it out more. But I don't know the sense yet. But also I feel like all they've done is show her just basically jump at people. Like, again, have these superhuman feats, and I'm sure be bloodthirsty if she wants. But Attack on Titan fans watch the final season. Oh, it's such a good meme. I know I said we were done, but that's such a good meme. Holy shit, the blue balling like crazy. Just kill us already. What is this? What girls think guys want? Pulls out little teddy bear from and stuffs Booba. What guys really want? What is it? She just kisses him on the mouth, that's it? So like the thing people think Booba or intimacy, I feel like, yeah, I don't feel like anybody would cost benefit analysis instead I want fake boo, not intimacy in any way. Psychotic. You're not a piece of shit. You just hard on yourself. Love yourself, idiot. I'm watching. You don't know that. You don't know shit. Okay, maybe people actually are bad people. Man, I've heard this coming from like a lot of podcasts, also a little bit within my internal life. But like people being like, some people have a very, how do I put it, a very bad attitude on things. And it's usually right. People who are like the first person to call themselves a piece of shit or like not good enough, etc., probably have a problem with self-esteem rather than a ego of self-esteem. But I don't know. If sometimes people, you need to be told that the way you're behaving is in direct correlation with other people's happiness. And if you want to be around people and people wanting to be around you, you need to change. You can't keep being this nihilistic, hateful, only ever talks about negative things, hates when other people talk about their interests, that kind of thing. Like those are negative traits. I feel like can snowball from a place of like feeling like you're not heard and therefore you push everybody else away, but then also you just become the very thing that you hated. I seen this meme where like this tiny girl is like censoring him, but he's not. I don't think his Harada is out, but she keeps just censor jobbing him, like taking a leaf and like holding it while the camera sees. Regardless, meme baseline is grandma, just a few more meatballs. Also grandma. Thank you. I don't mind if I do. And it never stops. I'm kind of stuffed since we ate during home, etc. Could you stop, please? Dude, this is like 10x if you happen to have a Portuguese grandma. Okay, she's the best. They're the best to cook. Just crazy good. But there's always this like slight hurt if you do not eat an abundance of food. And I get it. You work crazy hard on their food, but at the same time you're like, I can't eat anymore. Fuck, what's happening? I feel like you're trying to make me obese or something. Also, it's hilarious because grandparents also are the ones that have no chill when talking about weight gain. You're like, you did this to me. You did this to me. When your friend introduces a new tag of anime to you, I can't really say yet. Could I have seconds, please? I feel like you can tell really quick. Yeah. I'm watching this anime right now. It's called. What is it called? It's called Please Don't Tease Me, Nodonoke or something like that. Bad with names. But it's a that show, and I haven't disliked a show in a while, and I don't necessarily dislike this show now that I'm in episode 8. But I genuinely didn't like the show for a good bit. I just feel like there's a certain point where there's no consent or like enjoyment that's obvious for the actions being done. So for me and my like weak mind, maybe, who knows, it to me just seemed cruel. Like there's another show that, because this is what, if you guys don't know the show, basically it's like a girl teases this dude and kind of like pushes his buttons, is the softest, nicest way of putting it. But she's also pretty kind of merciless in some of the ways she pokes. But she also has like clearly a barometer for like, the goal is not to like destroy, the goal is to get her like an emotional response that is negative or something. Like teasing, but also kind of seems kind of mean at times, but maybe that's just my gauge of what I think is too far and what is too not. So the show kind of like seemingly plays with this idea of like a person being okay with like kind of masochist, sadist kind of meta. They're kind of like back and forth. And there's a show that did this way back in the day. I watched. It's pretty itchy, but it's goofy and funny. It did that same kind of back and forth of like trying to show people what these kind of cultures and interests are. And of course it's anime, so they had to hold back, but they got really close to the wire. But this show, there's no obvious enjoyment or consent, so to me I just feel kind of uncomfortable and also kind of like, these guys seem toxic a little bit. It just seems like a little toxic relationship. But then also when you get further into the show, around episode 8, you're kind of like, okay, I guess this is just them. Like this is just it's it's kind of like brothers, you know what I mean? Like where if the brother was always kind of picking on the little brother, but then there was moments for this entire series that you showed that the brother like stood up for the little brother and protected him and like always had his back, but still poked at him. And you're like, okay, but if you were to only see him poke at him, you'd only see him as this monster. But the fact that we slowly start to see that there's multiple levels to this, it makes the show a little more enjoyable, or like a little bit more like, okay, I get it to some extent, but I still don't like it because there's not that complete like drawing a line in the sand of like he's into it and not. He kind of has to put up with it because she's the only person that hangs out with him, and that's kind of by itself a little sad, or at least for the first five couple episodes. Eventually he starts to be like, she's my friend, because she makes a point to, you know, get me out of my comfort zone and all that. Anywho, what is happening? We finally caught the assassin. Now, what should we do with her? This is wholesome? It's wholesome. Wholesome anime memes. Take this! Special move! Tackle of justice! Oh, please stop. We need to play a different game. She's like, this is a rough. Okay, although to me that is like a really cool baseline, because the whole show is probably going to have ups and downs, the Spy X family, but it's probably going to end it with them being actually like a family and like falling in love with each other in their like life, but simultaneously I'm curious if like theoretically you have this like badass secret agent dude who's really good at planning and like forethought. At least that's what I get from like the AMVs that I've seen. And then you have this like deadly genetic assassin who's just madness. And then you have a girl who literally can read minds. So you're like, you're gonna produce the world's greatest spy assassin, whatever, with her, if she has even the slightest proclivity towards it, you know, or at least just has the baseline of it. But ladies and gentlemen, we're still not done. This was wholesome anime memes. Love it, very enjoyable. Again, I was expecting to be a little more cringed by like the, oh, you're actually beautiful inside. And it's like, bitch, you don't know me? You don't know how... Well, no, it was actually a lot more funny. I thought it's actually a lot of humor in there that just doesn't have a lot of like, I hate myself in it, you know? This one is weird. This one is called Good Animemes. I guess this is like a self-judgment. Is this like the cream of the cream that they take from the posts of the week, maybe? I don't know. Okay. It do be like that sometimes. 10, 11 p.m., 12 p.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 p.m., 5 minutes before... Well, this is because you don't go to sleep bored. You have a horrible pattern of this. Honestly, I feel like so much of that is going to bed while stimulated as hell. Like and also I just mean like you literally take 5 minutes before you go to bed and like listen to. There's like one of the things I like a lot. It's on Netflix. It's called like a mindfulness meditation. But it basically just makes you super bored. Like it's just, you're sitting there for like 5 minutes just hearing a guy be like, stop thinking, chill the fuck out. Here's some nice sounds. Stop thinking. Focus on your breath. Stop like all the other shit. Because if you go to bed wired, like after you just played a game or after you just watched an anime, it's actually terrible. Because your brain's like engaging and it's been taking information constantly. So you're like ooh, and then you start to sit there and your brain still has that momentum that you need to break. And it's a bad thing to condition your brain to get into bed and then try to break that momentum. It's far better to keep it to where as soon as you hit your pillow, whoosh, you're down for the count. Anyways, sorry. Speak of the devil! This is what I was just talking about. Also, there are moments in the show that are very cute, which is why, like, which was kept me watching it a little bit, where she has, like, these moments of, like, I'm so shit at expressing myself, but I really like this person, you know? It's kind of like classic children's reaction to liking people, like where like boys or girls will like be aggressive because they're like, I don't know how to handle my emotions. Hit people, you know. But is it the same? This person seems like he's in terror and not anything else. Yori doing assassination business, Lude doing his spy business, Annie just trying to keep the family together. Oh, is that the premise? Oh, that's gonna be hard to watch. That's gonna be so hard to watch. I hope they find out sooner than later that she can read minds, because otherwise it seems like it's kind of like a... they're gonna do that stupid narrative thing where they're like, the dude says something incredibly hurtful without having like the filter, and then Annie's just gonna get crushed, I bet. And I'm like, don't fucking do this to me. This is contention. I can't handle it. Also, he doesn't know what he's done, so he's just kind of sitting there like having hurt people without knowing it. Also, what is this? I'm so happy I can't keep my eyes off of... Gara is in the, Gara in the background apparently. This looks like a fucking disembodied person on a tube with some sort of man fishing. Weird. I feel like this... I don't know why, but the words fake friend came to my mind. Can you be in my music video? And then of course they're like, I'm excited, I was in the music video. And you're like, that's a lot of free promotion for you being a fucking background blip. Anyways, I'm sure it's lovely. I'm sure it's great. I just think that's pretty crazy. How girls wake up. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking nuts? Okay. Girls now wake up. They wake up. Just fucking mess. Total mess. And dudes wake up also like a mess. Actually, well, I'm sure most dudes wake up also, haha, boner. Okay. For me, I've recently got a weighted blanket, which has helped with my sleep quite a bit, but it also just makes it so that you're like the crypt keeper. You basically go to sleep like this, and then you wake up like, so much pressure on my chest. But also you didn't move. You didn't like, because when you roll, you disturb your sleep. So when you're basically pinned down, your body is like, okay, I guess I'll fucking just completely like go. Papa, I can see her hadada. What? What are you talking about? You're blind. What do you think hadada is? Also, I love how the dude, like, it's such a good dynamic within the show, just the little bit that I've seen. Of like, there's like this pulled back perspective, a little bit of like the guy being like, I've seen people get killed. I'm a Secret Service agent, whatever. Like, there's this kind of like disconnected aspect of things. So he's not like the classic anime dad who's like, oh my god, what do we do with this? You're just like, what? Okay. Or he's just kind of like, well, she's gonna need to learn one day, I guess. So this is today. What movies are, I guess. Let's move on. You know, and it's like, oh, okay. This one's not safe for work, but we'll jump into the unknown. Okay, you know, it's a little bit, a little bit. Can't show a lot of it. Also, why is there a little bit of schmutz coming out of the fuck? What happened to you? What did you spit on your? What happened? Good. Stop it. But ladies and gentlemen, I did lie to you a little bit. I thought we would have. Also, we didn't even get to like the best of all time. Good anime memes. Pretty good. Yeah, I think it's just a curated version of it, because yeah. But I did want to end it also on another meme or another Reddit called Animals Just Being Bros. Just a little bit, just send you on your way with some heartwarming nonsense. Oh, watching the excitement build. Man, those dogs are like the most known dogs of being like just the most hyped. Like, they're just the most loving, goofy things. Granted, every dog is, but I feel like those specific dogs were bred for pure, like, dumb love. Like, just complete, like, I love you so much. kind of, a little bit of drool coming out, like, I don't know. They took out all sense of survival and health. But here I am. Just a love bug. Oh, you're psychotic. This is gonna end positively, but it could also end horribly. First time a squirrel has been close to me. Yeah, you're an idiot. I know this is wholesome, being bros, but squirrels are the worst. Okay, I don't know why. Something about squirrel seems to me awful. The amount of time I've seen them just be ravenous, like just like they're the definition of like a little ferret that's just like, I'm gonna fucking rip your fucking finger off. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, it gives me so much anxiety. He's being so sweet. He's being so sweet. I just don't like horses. I like horses, but just the fucking, I don't trust that. Look how much muscle is in that fucking back one's leg. Just like, and they're also skittish, so they don't even know like what they're doing. They could just freak out and kick, and then your dog's gone. Goddamn people. But yes, very sweet, very sweet. Granted, those farm dogs are also pretty smart, so like incredibly smart. Specifically the ones that are black and white like that, sheepdogs. But yeah, so maybe they have like a sixth sense where they're like, no, I can pick up on a vibe, fam. Oh, what is this? What is it? What is happening? I don't understand what's going on. Is he letting him eat? That's kind of badass. The other dog's like, okay, fine, fuck, shit. Please, no, It's just like, there's like this back and forth, they're like, shit. But also, he looked like he was getting mad at the other dog. He's like, stick up for yourself, idiot. I don't know. What is it? Protecting an old wolf king from the pack. Okay. Protects old wolf king from the... But what, is he dying? What's happening? He's getting... Oh, maybe, no. Yeah. Looks like he just bit at him a little bit. Maybe he's like, get down! I'll protect you, sir. Oh, man. I do like how... What was it? Old wolf? Old wolf king from, it's just, I think this is just like dogs. I don't know if they're wolves, but regardless, very cute. And those dogs also are like fucking the best. They're just like big hugs of the love and protection specifically. But also they shit like fucking so much. So I think that a lot of dogs are like the most lovable thing on the planet, but they shit so much to where you're like, it's just, your whole life is picking up shit that's astronomically huge. Also, look at that chunky monkey. God damn. Holy fuck, Jar Jar, please. No, sorry, is it Jar? No, Jar Jar is the other thing. Shit, what is it called? Looks so cute. Is it fucked up that out of all the animals that I want, it's not, it's in no way like a tiger or any of those things. It's like the animal that I want. I don't know if I should have, but I would love a goose or a goose. Like a white goose as a family animal, like as just a love bug thing. Granted, I also know they're ravenous. I'm wondering if there's any sort of imprinting that happens, or if Also, if I think they could rip out your eye. I have that fear too. That like you're like such a loving animal, but I have no context whether you care about me. And then you like get close to pet them, and they're just like, give me that eye, bitch. And you just pull your eye out of your fucking face, and you're like. You know, one more, boys, one more. What is he doing? He's burying the thing with his whole face. Hopefully he doesn't get dirt in his eyes. That's so cute. That's so cute. Does he help bury him or like dig holes? I also feel like this is horribly inefficient, but yeah, you can just dig, bop. Instead you're like, no. This is family bonding time with my puppy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. You've been nothing shy of absolutely brilliant and lovely. We have one more to do today. You'll see this shirt again in the next video. But I hope you enjoyed the rest of your time. I think we'll do this a lot more where we're not so strict on like the content that we're watching. The goal of these videos is to literally explore the internet, have fun with you guys, maybe laugh at some things, and hopefully end it on some wholesome warmth so that we can kind of end it on a high note. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you kindly for your time. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye, my friends. Also, we upload this kind of content all the time, so subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you kindly, and goodbye.